Here's the problem with so many women who are out here looking for the nice guy now. They want the nice guy because you've had all the guys that you could possibly imagine and you've been ran through. Basically, that's what it is. Let's be real. It's called a spade a spade. So you've been out there experiencing life, living it up, sleeping with all the guys that you want. Now, nobody wants you. Nobody wants to settle down with you. So now you want to find a nice guy and pretend to be something that you're not so that you can settle down. Because now you're thinking about being a wife. And a lot of times, let's face it, the nice guy is not going to have a limit on how many bodies you got. And 9 times out of 10, you're not going to tell him the truth anyway, if the discussion even comes up, right? And you think he's just going to be listening to the story, right? But here's the thing with a lot of so called nice guys, women, you got to understand this. While you were out living your life, living it up, dating whoever you want, sleeping with as many guys as you want, having a little hoe vacations, he was also living his life. And he was learning not to listen to the story. But all this nice guy stuff is just a fantasy. And a lot of women have had the right guy. You've had the right guy, but the right guy is going to place boundaries on you. So therefore, you feel, especially most of us melanated women, we don't want to be controlled. You're being controlling. You're trying to tell me how to dress, how to walk, how to talk. The right guy will put parameters on you and your behaviors and where you go because he wants to protect you and because he cares. And the right guy is not going to be with all the fake eyelashes and the nails and the fake this and the fake that and the little short shorts and the little tiny dresses when you go out and the nasty attitude and the, oh, I don't cook. He's not going to be with all that.
I was going on YouTube, man. Welcome back to another video with TC. Now, look, y'all just seeing what we reacted to. That's coming from a woman. That's coming from a woman, bro. You get what I'm saying? I could sit here and say it all day, but that's coming from a woman. Now, that should tell you two things, bro. That should tell you, one, most women want to be hoes in their prime. Of course. You know what I'm saying? I always tell y'all, women's prime is from like 17 to roughly 25 if they keep themselves up. But this is not every woman. Of course, you got your outliers. Women who gonna be in their 40s and still fine as hell. Women who gonna be in their 30s still fine. You get what I'm saying? When we say that a woman is in her prime, this is not to say that when she gets out of her prime, there's not still gonna be men that want to have sex with her. It's always gonna be a group of men that want to have sex with a particular woman. This is gonna be a group of guys ranging from the guys who've been waiting since she was in her prime and waited till she got old. Just guys that see her on the street and just, maybe coworkers or something. But the time when she's gonna have the guys that she really wants that want to have sex with her is gonna be from ages 17 to like 24. After that, life happens, Mother Nature happens, and then most of the time women get out of their prime, they have kids, they have baggage, they have, kids, they get gain weight, whatever the case may be, you get what I'm saying? And then for a man, it's totally different. Now, this is not to say one is better than the other. Men just is more in our favor later in life. And this when we hit our prime later in life. This is why women have their fun early and men have their fun later. This is why, look, you get what I'm saying? Honestly, it all comes down to compromise. Now, if you get a woman who you are with her while she's in her prime and she's loyal to you, okay, that might be a woman that you should settle down with whenever you in your prime. It might be cool for you to just sit out in your prime. But that's not how most women work, man. Most women, they think that, okay, I might be with a guy or whatever guy that they with. Okay, he's not good enough. It's other people who want me. People are losing. Women would rather sacrifice a relationship or a marriage. This is why you see so many marriages ending. They would rather sacrifice a marriage and be like, oh, I'm not happy no more because they feel like they could do better. Every time a woman leaves a man, it's for a bigger, better deal. Somebody gave her an idea that, hey, I want to be with you, even if he just wanted to have sex, or she perceives whatever guy as being better. I already told y'all the wheel of relationships and kind of like, it's crazy the wheel that you go through in a relationship. So when you first get with a woman, most of the time she gonna think you that guy, right? Or whatever, she's highly attracted to you, you reach her, you fulfilling her hypergamy basically. And the wheel is over the years, This is how it happens for most men. Most men get tender about the woman. You become protective. You know what I'm saying? They want a provider and a protector. They don't understand once a man has feelings for you, he wants to protect you. He wants to keep you out of situations where it could possibly bring danger. That tenderness leads to her being unattractive because she sees that as insecurity, because women don't necessarily perceive being protective as we do. They take it as jealousy, and then it kind of makes her feel like you are not secure in who you are, and you think she's gonna go out and cheat, right? All the accusations and all the extra dumb shit, right? So then the wheel turns into she loses attraction for you, and the guy who you used to be in the beginning of the relationship is the guy she's chasing again. So the guy who she's gonna leave you for are showing those same traits that you showed in the beginning of the relationship. And this is why I always tell y'all, never become emotionally attached to a woman, because if you leave your emotions, you can love her, but when you become emotionally attached, emotionally dependent, you start showing these signs, and then she starts looking for the guy who you were in the beginning. Whole time, you get what I'm saying? This is why a lot of men be like, I did all this and this and this and this and this for you, and you still left. They don't care about that. You have to make her feel like, how do I say this in a nice way? You have to emotionally make her feel like you're better than her, and that's the only way she will chase you. Yeah, women always say, I want somebody equal or on my level. Not necessarily, because the guys who they're chasing, just think about it. The guys who they're really chasing, Chris Browns and da-da-da-da-da, are guys who they're not on his level. So yeah, they'll say one thing, but they'll be posting the celebrities. They'll be posting the football players. They're not posting the guys who work at Subway with them. They're not like, you get what I'm saying? So like, let's just keep it hot, man. At the end of the day, that is what it is. And that's just life. You know what I'm saying? You always should listen to what women do and not what women say, and then you'll have success. But anyway, on another tip though, for real, it's unacceptable at the same time, because it's like, I live my life like this. I'm a celebrity. You only get one life. I'm a celebrity. There's no difference. I don't really see no difference between me and a celebrity. I don't. Only difference is they got more money and status. Cool. That's a big difference to a lot of people, yes. But when it comes to like, oh, I'm gonna leave, or I'm gonna go for guys who better than you. But then women will say money's not everything. Women will say, oh, I want to be rich, but I don't want to be famous. But they go for the guys with the status that's famous. Do that make any sense? They want to be hoes in their prime. Try out all the guys because it's sold to them. Date around. You too young to settle down. It really should be the exact opposite. Really. Everybody, brother, you want me to tell you some real game? The world spins off lying to people on what they exactly should be doing at the time, right? So what's fair to women is when they look the best, right? Cool. This is when they really should be finding their husband. But what's fair to them is date around, do. So they go through so many dudes, because you know women like the bad boys. They go through so many dudes, or at least let's say 5. Let's give them an average of 5 from the age of 17 to goddamn 28, whatever. No, it's way more than that, but like, let's give them an average of 5. They go through so many guys, and then no guy commits to them. And then when they get in their 30s, they be, oh, where the good man go? Or they try to wipe their whole shit away by, like the shawty said, they doing the church thing. Oh, I'm a church girl now. I ain't never rock like that. I ain't never do all that extra stuff. Now I want to wait till marriage when they let all the bad boys hit. It's feeding them a narrative that date around and then find your husband later, but nobody wants you later. But the good guy, the guy that you don't really want, the guy that they're not really sexually attracted to, the guy, like I told y'all, if you an OG subscriber, the guy that not really gets them physically, his physical attractiveness doesn't really get her wet, but the way he treats her, her family tells her, girl, you ain't never had nobody treat you like this. You better go ahead and lock down. That's a good man. That's a good man, Savannah. That's the guy that they really have to settle for. It is what it is. And men are, what are we fed? Settle down, get married. Settle down, get married early. You better find you something that ain't nothing good out here. Really, but really what men should do is really be, in their 20s, be single. Marriage really could. Honestly, bro, if I'm being honest, and this is just me being honest, marriage with the way the world is going could be one of the worst financial decisions that you make in your 20s. Because one, you building yourself up in your 20s. And then let's say you built yourself up to a decent amount. Are you halfway built up? Or you're not even, you know, a quarter of the way built up. You get married in your early 20s and then you get divorced. Let's say you do become somebody in that marriage. You're working backwards. By the time that divorce does come. If it does, and in most cases it does in this generation. Let's just be honest. That's just how the world works. I'm not the one. I never been married. I'm not the one out here getting divorced. The statistics ain't got nothing to do with me. I'm just reporting on it. You get what I'm saying? So you kind of setting yourself to work backwards because now you paying off all that debt. Now you're trying to build yourself back up in your 30s, whereas you should have been doing it in your 20s. You get what I'm saying? So everything, like I say, what we fed is a lie. In most cases, that's just my opinion though. But I mean, look, at the end of the day, I want to know what y'all think about this, man. I want to know, have y'all been in situations where y'all been with women who they try to be, they kind of throw you off in their 20s, and then later on down the line they see that you're successful and they try to rock with you? Or have you ever, I know a lot of dudes got stories where they try to talk to girls when they was in high school or whatever, and now that y'all are both out of high school, y'all both 10 years later, now she trying to rock with you when she didn't gain the weight or did all this and messed with all the other guys who she want to mess with, and now she trying to come to you, Mr. Good Guy. You get what I'm saying? Either way, man, y'all boys let me know how y'all feel about this video in the comments. I would definitely appreciate y'all engagement. You know what I'm saying? Make sure y'all like, share, comment, subscribe. We still are on the road to 10K, man. So if y'all see this video and y'all like this video, y'all like what you seeing, share it, man. Send it to somebody else, man. Maybe they could get some knowledge and learn from it. You get what I'm saying? But look, man, y'all know what time it is, man. We out.